Using the graphics creator is very simple. Just make sure you go to your account and you're logged in. If you're not logged in, go ahead and log in. If it's your first time using the system, you want to make sure you create a graphics creator profile. This is just pretty much another account or profile that allows you to log in to the graphics creator. After you create your profile, you can log in with that email and password you created. Make sure to remember it, as now you can always use it to log in all the time into the graphics creator. You don't need to create it more than once. And it's also useful if you have more than one employee or staff or VA. You can create multiple profiles for them. Also, just failed to mention, next time you come to your account, you can always just click on launch the graphics creator, or just click on the link here, graphics creator link. This will open up the creator for you and you can just log in directly. You can also download the images, the complementary images that are included in your plan, by going on the download images and clicking on the image that corresponds to the subscription you have. Higher subscriptions typically include the images in the lower subscription. These are very high stock footage images that are provided to you that you can use for your marketing needs. Okay, I'm going to click on Graphics Creator to get to the Graphics Creator app. It will typically load. When it loads, you can browse through the different templates. They're all divided into categories of what you would like to create. They have coupons, flyers, gift certificates, and so on and so forth. Each one is already pre-designed to the specific dimensions that is needed for printing, so you don't have to worry about all the technical stuff. Just simply select the template you want, edit it, download it, and you're good to go. So let's go ahead and do a business card real quick. I'm going to pick one business card here. I'm going to pick this one right here, this one at the bottom here, and click on it. When you click on the template, it will load, and now you can actually start editing that particular template. This business card looks like one for a video production professional. Remember, it doesn't have to be this video professional. You can switch out this logo to be anything for a doctor, dentist, or whatever profession you want. It's all about just switching out the images and the text. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this one. Just click on the text to edit it. There, I just finished editing, put in my name. I like this text, so I'm going to stick with that. You can change out all this other stuff. You can make it smaller, bigger, move it around, drag it, but I kind of like this position where it is, so I'm just going to leave it right here. And I don't really like this here, so I'm just going to change it to my email. And as soon as I do that, I can double click it, make sure it's all exactly what I want it to be, and as always I can select it, click in, select it, move it around. Maybe I want it to be a little bit higher here, drag and drop. And same thing for all the elements, you can drag and drop. And if you make a mistake, you can simply undo your mistake by clicking undo unlimited. So this way this allows you to keep track of what you're doing in case you make a mistake. You can do some other cool stuff like add your own text by clicking add text. Just click on that and you click on add text. This adds the text field to your canvas, and you can just simply change the size and the font. And after you do that, you can actually then change the text, double click as usual to change the text to whatever you want it to be. I'm just going to change this case, I'm just going to put in CEO, and that's it. That's how easy it is. Okay, I would like to drag this CEO over here, so I'm just going to put it right here, drag it over here. I can make it bigger, and I can change the color. Let's make it a little bit of red or orange. Set that. That's how easy it is to change the color of text. And you can also change the background by clicking on background to whatever background you like. So let's say I pick this background right here, click that, just close that, and see, now I have a beautiful background. So you can actually do a lot of editing with this. You can even add a border by clicking on the border panel, and you can pick the border you want to create a border, and close that. Also, you can click on the graphics panel to open up the inbuilt graphics that are included with the app. Say for example you want to add a graphic, just double click on it and it will add it into the canvas. You can just drag it to wherever you want. As usual, you can also scale it to whatever you want to scale. So lots of graphics included in different categories. You can pick from the category that you want, and the graphics for that category will be loaded. That's how simple it is. It's really amazing that you can simply create different graphics just by picking the ones that are already included with the software. You could also use the tools on the top here. For example, the color I already explained. You can select an element and change the color to whatever you like the color to be and to change. You could also bring it forward or backward. Say for example you move something here. As you can see, the name is behind this logo here. You can do something like bring forward. Let's go hit bring forward, select that, send to back. As you can see, I click send to back, so the logo is now behind the name. Not very nice, I don't like it, so I'm just gonna move that back down here a little bit. But yeah, you can bring elements forward or backwards to place one in front of the other. You can also use the duplicate function by selecting an element and clicking duplicate. This will make a copy of that particular element, so in case you wanted to do something else, you've actually gotten it to look the way you want and you don't want to do it again from scratch, you can use the duplicates feature to duplicate it. And as you can see, you can do stuff like twist, turn elements, and so on and so forth. I'm just going to hit the undo button here to undo all this, the last few stuff I've done. And you can also use the delete button by selecting the element and hit delete to delete the element you don't want. You can always save your work by clicking save. This will save the project to your computer. When you click save, you should give it a name. Make sure you note where you're saving it to. I'm just gonna go ahead and save mine here in my documents, and I'm gonna call it enter your new file name. I'm gonna call it my biz card. You can call it anything, you know, maybe your client's name and so on, and save that. And so now in future you can always load that template again. Say for example I signed out of here and I closed out. I can come back in the future and click load and browse to the XML file. They saved as XML, by the way, and click open, and this will load that particular template. So this allows you a lot of functions. For example, this allows you to create templates so you can actually do some work and put in your own touch and nice feel to a particular template for a particular niche business or particular client or particular industry, and save that as your template. And then next time you need to create a business card, flyer, logo, coupon, whatever it is, you can just load your own templates that you've kind of created and collected. This will make it so much easier for you to work with. Just imagine if you could create a template for, say, a locksmith, for example, or a roofer or a plumber, and you can always pull that template up and just change the name and the phone number for that particular client, and that's it. You don't have to go through all the process of doing the design from scratch. So this is really, really awesome. Next, you can always go back to the templates section to see all the templates by clicking on templates. And let me just go back here to what I was doing. It's always a good idea to save what you're doing as you go along. That way, in case something happens, your internet goes out or something, you make a big mistake, you can always load that back. So you can also view your design in different views. For example, we have the 3D view, which is a really cool feature that shows your design in 3D. You can use this to show a client how the design will look in 3D. You can also download that particular 3D design by clicking on the download button. You can click on realistic here to show you kind of a realistic view of that design. This is very good for clients to kind of visualize the concepts. And obviously we have the classical, which will show you the design in the classic view. This is pretty cool, and you can just download each one by clicking download, and this will download the JPEG image, high resolution JPEG for you. So let's go ahead and close that. You also have the grids, so if you're into the technical stuff, you can see the grid, so to be able to align your designs a little bit better. And you can undo the grids. Let's view. You also have your guide, so you can have if you don't want the guides that show up, you can disable that. And lastly, you can also upload your own images. So you have your own logos and whatnot. You can upload them as PNG. Transparent PNG is the recommended version. The image, you can also upload JPEGs, and when you upload that, you can actually then use it in your canvas here to create whatever you want. You can also zoom in to see something a little clearer, zoom out. You can also use the move tool to drag the whole canvas left or right, and of course the typical select tool to select something specific to move around, to drag around. So those are the features that it has. You can get very creative with this really awesome software here, and when you're done with your designs, you can click download to download the file as a PNG. It downloads as a high resolution PNG image. So I'm gonna go ahead and download here, and I've just downloaded it. I called it iop.png, and I opened it up, and here we have, you see, it's a beautiful high resolution PNG graphics ready for print or to email to a client. That's how easy it is to use the software. You can use it to create as many different types of business print material that you can. Use it to make a lot of money by running your own design agency or creating marketing materials for your clients or friends or associates, or even for your own business. And you can create unlimited. And again, as I said, you can take a template, tweak it a little bit to suit what you need, save it, and use that in future again and again and over again. If you have more questions, just make sure to check out the training by clicking on training link, and also go under the support, the tutorials. You should be able to see more training there. Thank you very much.